this ain't the podcast. The format is kicking y'all ass. I'm finna dive back. Thought about it, but hell nah, we ain't gonna pause down.
Welcome back to the Broken You Butt Network. What's the format? You already know. I know it's a little different. Y'all see me by myself. Mr. Inconspicuous by his absence, but his absence is not really that inconspicuous. But this is a very special episode, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is all about, prove. This is all about prove this time around. It's not about me. It's not about y'all. It's about prove. But prove is doing it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So there's pretty much, I'm just going to give Prove an interview. He just had a new album that dropped. And with no further ado, I'm going to bring Prove to the stage and we're going to talk about it.
Yo.
What's
poppin', my guy?
Hey,
Everything,
shit.
man. You know, what it look like, man.
You know, it's whatever's clever.
All right.
So let's talk about it, Prove, man.
Let's talk about it. Just cause.
Just cause. Tell them where they can find it at.
It's on all streaming platforms: Apple, Tidal, iHeart. What's the other shit? Spotify. You know, all of that.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, so let's go ahead and let's talk about it. Like, so a lot of people, they know you as.
Wait, can we put that back up there real quick? Can we just put that back up there? Yeah, you know. All right, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it.
As you can tell, he's very proud of the record. You know, you know what I'm saying. With no further ado,
extremely.
So, like, a lot of people know you more like as like the co-host of What's the Format. A lot of people know you more as the co-host of What's the Format. So, like, try to give people a little bit like your background. You know what I'm saying? Where you come from and shit like that. Like, a lot of people we don't really talk about this on the show. So it's like kind of like it's an interview for you to kind of like branch out right now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm from Uptown, west part of Harlem, on the hill, to be specific. I mean, I've been rapping, you know, since I was, you know, a youngin. I just enjoy doing it, B. Like, you know that. Like, I just enjoy. Like, I don't try to dibble and dabble with like record deals or anything like that. I was just in a space where I wasn't liking the shit that I was hearing from other niggas, and I wanted to hear some dope shit, so I just decided to do some shit.
So you saying that as far as like why you started rapping, or like when, or like
currently you want to know why I started rapping? Well,
yeah,
that's
like
why I still do it.
Give us a
that's why I still do it.
Yeah, I understand that aspect of it because like give me the backstory. Like what made you want to start rapping? You know what I'm saying? Just pick up a pen to paper. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I don't know. Like I don't like. It was just something I thought. It was. To be honest, I really don't have that answer. Like it wasn't like I was around a bunch of people that was rapping or nothing like that. I think just because to be honest, I grew up listening to like R&B and like you know, soul music and shit like that. So Whitney Houston, James Brown, like, you know, shit like that. So Michael Jackson, Jackson 5, and you know, like these kind of Montel, like, so like just as far as rap,
I completely get that. Yeah.
So as far as rap, like none of my friends were rapping or nothing like that. I just think, I don't know, one day I want to say Tupac, like in a sense, like really is what I want to say, is because that was the first rap I wrote, was to the I ain't mad at you shit. I just like flipped a bunch of his words. And then after that, couple home, then I started meeting niggas in the neighborhood. I don't remember Exclusive and then Java, and then, you know, they was rapping, and then I started running with them niggas, and started rapping, so it was cool. But then after that, I want to say about when I got to like 14, when I was like, nah, I want to do rap, it was definitely because it was Mace and that whole Bad Boy shit. Like,
yeah, so that you could say that's your inspiration as well for rapping, is like an artist like Mace, like somebody like you may have looked up outside of the hood, or what, you know what I mean?
See, yeah, it was Mace, guys like Jay, but I always saw myself like more like in the whole or like Diddy role or like um somebody who was gonna have a record label and I could just rap too.
Okay. Okay, that's what's up. Just don't have those wild parties, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly. All right, so like when you like what is like the first rap that you think you memorized?
The first
Like from
rap
an
I
artist.
memorized.
Yeah, that you from any artist like coming up that you listen to. What's the first song that you think that you was like, oh shit, I want to memorize this shit. I'm gonna write down the lyrics and memorize it. Like
Mason the locks, you taking knots from the out of state spots. Any nigga make it hot, get found to take a lot. You don't really want to come try the one guy who stayed that it was that shit.
uh-huh.
It was that
Okay.
well, like as far as like I know, like all right, boom. Like my introduction to hip hop was Bad Boy and Rockefeller. Like
Yeah.
at the time, I know, because like I said, like, and that's older when you think about it, right, Gotti? Like
hmm
that was
Yeah.
what 9'8", 9'9". And I don't want
hmm
to tell my age, but I was.
No, I think yeah, it was about that time. Yeah, I think it was.
I
Or
mean,
was it 90?
9'7".
Yeah.
You could say 9'7". You could say 9'7" is when
Yeah,
niggas
roughly
kind of
around it
popped
was
on the
the
scene.
late
Can't
90s.
nobody take my like so about nine
Yeah.
seven.
hmm
Um,
Because he got a
um,
record with Big, so in a
Yeah,
video.
so but like Big and all of them, like I wasn't really like I was listening to Big, but I wasn't listening to Big. I couldn't get a hold of any like what I'm saying. So it wasn't until I started hanging with my cousin. When, he's older. He's 4 years,
hmm
almost 5 years older than me. So like at that point, I'm maybe 12. So I'm starting to hang out with like he's bringing me around now, like here and there sometimes. So like
Yeah.
um. And yeah, like I'm listening to this shit. So like I remember like Impressionable, like one of my favorite Jay-Z records, and it was just because it was that time. And album is
Yeah.
Volume 2.
Okay. Okay. I could dig it.
Like the shit with him and Myth Bleak. Like I learned that because I used to
Coming
think
of
I was
age.
bleak and he was yeah coming of age. I used to
Okay.
think I was bleak and he was whole.
That's fire. I never knew that either. That's crazy.
Mhm.
Okay, so all right, so what makes you now getting more into the story of like what make you keep wanting to do it?
I mean, nah, just honestly, because I just like to. I genuinely like my music, and I don't need to do it all the time. Like I can listen to other people, but sometimes I just want to hear the shit that I like to hear, and everybody can't necessarily cater to that for me all the time.
Okay, I can dig it.
So yeah,
All right, so let's go ahead and get a little bit more into Just Cause.
yeah,
I'm
let's do that.
awesome, Volume One. All right,
Yes,
so
yes,
let's
yes.
talk about it. What kind of what was the difficulty as far as like putting this record together? Was it like on a scale of 1 to 10?
Um, one, maybe,
Really?
yeah. I mean, yeah, like a one. I say the hardest part was fucking deciding to like work with you on like beats and shit like that to see what beats you would like and just try to hear like like try to cater to the sound of air that I thought like because I asked you for your opinions on some of the um well a lot of
You can
um
just say I executive produced.
the
It's okay.
production you
You can
co
say
executive
yeah. You can
produced.
say
Let's
I
just say
co-executive. No, you can say yes, y'all. I co-executive produce this.
mhm.
But with that being said, so like, what type of like, how do you feel like versus your last project, Smoke and Mirrors versus this one? What kind of headspace you feel like you was in when you paused when you had did this one?
Shit, when I did this one, I was in well, let me just get to the space I was in first in Smoke and Mirrors. Like with Smoke and Mirrors, I think I was coming off of 2359 and
Okay.
that I thought was a high tempo kind of vibe, like a real dope project. People seem to enjoy it. The streams were really good on it. Um, and also so now I transitioned into Smoke and Mirrors where I felt like I wanted to speak a little more serious and talk about a little more things that was a little more personable to me.
Okay.
But then what I found out is every time I do that is I ruffle feathers, and it's just shit that I don't want to put out because it's like, yo, I don't want to put this out. So I end up not putting the price. So if you go to Smoke and Mirrors, it's like if it's two records that just seem like it's kind of out of pocket, and those were the first two records. But I was just in a sense like I had to put something else there to go with it because I just didn't want to release everything. So Smoke and Mirrors for me was like a I don't want to say a bad project, but it was shit that I wanted to talk about that I didn't, and I put it out, so I don't feel great about it.
Mhm.
And then transition to this one where I felt like I wanted to talk about a lot of those things, but I also wanted to make it fun. So I think
Yeah.
for this project, I definitely like just let loose and just spoke about like if you listen to that project, like almost the, you know who I'm talking about if you hear it
Yeah. Yeah.
on every record. And it's not like what I'm talking about, but like I don't mean who, I mean like a situation or a story or something
And
that
this is
happened.
this
Like
is
you
Smoke and Mirrors, right?
no, this is
Oh, you,
just cause right now. This the
okay. All right,
transition from
good.
Smoke and Mirrors because I didn't get to
Okay.
that for Smoke and Mirrors. I think I reserved that. I felt like damn, I don't want to ruffle any feathers, and with this one I just said fuck it.
Okay.
But I still wanted to make it fun, so I think it got a little bit of both what I wanted, and I'm real satisfied and happy about it.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. So let's talk about some of the records on there. So Dump, first record.
Yeah, dump.
The
Yeah,
reception is the reception's being received very well out there. You know, I'm
dump,
seeing the number of the streams is good. I can see it. You know what I'm
dump,
saying? So talk to me about it.
dump was just it just is what it is, man. I don't even know how you can like I. The only way I could say this is in my mind when I was writing it, I was thinking, um, photo dump. So like initially the name of the song was Verbal Dump, and then
Okay.
I just kind of dropped it because I just want to dump. Like so,
Dump.
I just
Yeah.
kind of got a lot of shit off my chest, and it was a lot of like bolstering. Like I haven't boasted a while like that, so I wanted to boast it a bit.
Yeah, we definitely need a visual to that too eventually, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what
Yeah,
I'm
for
saying, you
sure.
can't have a record like that with no visual. Visual is the key. All right,
I
so
need it.
what else? What's the next record after that?
Relapse.
Relapse. Yes,
Yeah,
Relapse. Talk to me about Relapse. How you what type of
relapse. Yo, it's funny because like these records, even though they came after each other, they were written like that. I
mhm,
wrote Relapse after I wrote Dump, and then Relapse was just like, and it's funny I named it Relapse because it was that's how I felt. Like after Dump came out, nigga, like the reception because I put Dump out as a single
mhm,
initially, like just as a teaser. And
mhm.
like niggas was hitting the jack like yo bro such and such, and I'm like yo, so Relapse was like yeah I feel like I'm back on that
Yeah,
shit, like, and it's like I just relapsed, like you know what I'm
yeah.
saying, like I just relapsed and I just hit back. I'm back on that Prude shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. I definitely like that record. That's for sure. So, like, you pretty much just like telling a story throughout the album. That's why you got it in a certain order. So you got to listen to that order. You can't try to like just like bounce around if you really trying to really with taking the music. Like that's pretty much what you're saying, right?
Now I'm saying it just worked out that way, bro.
Okay. All right. So the next record you got Savage.
Yeah, Savage was something that you kind of conducted. Like we was right here on What's the Format, and we
Hmm.
had the Brose
GP Money.
GP up here. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we were
Shout out to
interviewing
GP.
him. He had
Hmm.
a battle coming up, and then you said, hence the fucking interlude is right from What's the Format.
Yeah, right before,
Um,
right prior to it.
and,
Yeah,
and that's literally exactly how that record came out.
yeah,
Um, and but into doing that record, let me say this though. Um, I did understand that he was a battle rapper, so what I didn't want to do was go bar for bar or make it like I still wanted to, because I'm making an album in a project, and I didn't want it to be that, because if for whatever reason that's not what I wanted. Like I didn't want like a Beanie Hove shit or nothing, like like when niggas go
yeah,
kill kill. So in my head I'm like, all right, if he gonna go bar, boom, I'm gonna ride the beat crazy, but I also didn't want to hook, so I felt like I had to like just do a little flowing, but enough flowing and enough kicking to where to where we could bring him in, because I didn't want to hook. I still wanted it to be like one of those street, I wanted to be mixtapey,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
but still albumish. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So that's why I was like, yo, and to his credit, he did exactly what I thought he would, as far as
Hmm.
like killing it. And that's how I wanted it to go. Like I wanted it to be me to flow, and then him to come in and punch, punch the dough
Yeah,
down.
yeah. He definitely did that. That's for sure. It's definitely a great record. And then after that, you got uh, 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 what's the name of that shit? Damn.
I just I just want to like, oh
I
no, no,
just
no, no,
yeah.
not love you, not love you, not
No, it's
love you.
not Love You. It's not Love You. It's right before I Love You. The record right before
Um,
I Love You.
uh,
So I don't want to make a rope, man.
wait, what you talking
Good
about?
night. What's it
What
gonna
is
be
going to be?
tonight? Yeah,
Going
okay,
to be?
that's the
You talking
name.
about going to
Yeah,
be?
there
You
you
talking
go.
about going to be?
Yeah, he said, "What you talking about?" Yeah. So
Yeah,
what's up?
yeah. So
So like you completely changed the tempo because you came out like firing on the first three records. It sounded like, and then you switched the tempo up more like, all right, we gonna party a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Go ahead,
so
talk about it.
going B was something that I had kind of like I found towards the end of the album, and like the album was pretty much done, and I was going to use that beat as a feature with my homeboy from Philly. But then when I
Hmm.
got in the studio, I had kicked the verse, and then the engineer was like, "Yo, this shit crazy. You gotta
Hmm.
He's like, yo, my nigga, you gotta put a second. I was like, but I'm gonna send this to my man. He was like, all right, but put a second verse on it and then send it to your man too, if you want. So I was
Hmm.
like, all right. And then once I put the second verse on it, because I didn't have it, so I'm sitting there.
Yeah.
I wrote this shit in like 15 minutes, and then I go in there and do it, and then I loved it. Like I felt like that shit
Yeah.
was just perfect. Like the beat, the sound, the vibe to everything that I was doing. And then also I had this other record. I also thought it was it gave you me like that Mac part.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's where that came from.
Laid back Mac.
And
I
then
could dig it.
we go into Love You.
Love You. There we go. Talk about it. That's one of my favorite records for sure. And it's definitely top three records.
A lot of people say that's like their favorite record, or like on that project. Love You is literally like just one of those records where I was talking about not really necessarily saying shit that I wouldn't always say, but I just was like, fuck it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna just go out and speak about it. Like that's nigga, that's that you get into that shit. Shorty start biting with them words and stabbing with them
Hmm.
words, and you like you said some wild shit.
Hmm. Hmm. And that'd be real life shit though. And
Why? Like what?
then after that, you got Hubris, right?
Yeah, and
Hubris. Talk about it.
Hubris is one of my
I've
favorite. I
definitely
mean, they
become
all
more
my
fond of
favorite shits
Hubris.
on this.
Like Hubris is one of those records. Like after, it was a cool record, but now it became more like a dope record to me because I've heard it over. You know what I'm saying? Over and over. So it
So
like
to
grew on me to a point. It's like, damn, this shit is actually fire as fuck.
so hubris is literally what it is. I'm talking about myself in hubris.
Hmm.
When I go running through the money like it won't stop coming. All I hear in my mind is "Can't Stop, Won't Stop."
Won't stop. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and it's just the design of like the meaning, just like my hubris of
Yeah.
just like acting like this shit won't stop if I don't get my shit together and
Yeah.
really start just putting
Hmm.
something like can't just be running
Yeah.
through this shit like it won't stop coming, nigga. It,
I
you
can
know,
dig it. Yeah, then you got your two more joints that definitely knock in the club. That could
Juice
knock in the
Daddy,
club for sure. Juice Daddy and
Face Back,
Face Back. Yeah,
and
definitely
though
two different records. It's like when Kobe said are you can you be the same beef but the same beast but the different animal? It's kind of like that with those two records. The same beast but different animal.
different
You know what
animal,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
definitely different party vibes, but definitely party
Hmm.
vibes.
Hmm.
So
Face back, and Juice Daddy. Yeah, definitely,
yeah, 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 and then
definitely fire
then I
records.
and then I ended with heart
Man, I want to be in a party with. Yeah, I wish I want to be in a party with Juice Daddy or Face Back play or in a club or something. I want to. I ain't going to no club, but I would love to be like at a party where that shit where everybody's dancing and that shit drop. But go ahead.
now, yeah, I do too. I want to see Juice
Mhm.
Daddy. Like I want to see a DJ drop that shit just to see.
Yeah.
Like why
Hmm.
niggas is drunk, why the hoes is drunk though, and then he got
Hmm.
like, yeah,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I
But go
want to
ahead.
see that
Last.
because
And then you had the last.
that beat
Yeah,
crazy.
it's fire. Both of them is fire. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely fire. So, and what's the last record?
Um, she my attitude still so. Just tell me that
Heartless. That's right. Heartless.
Heartless.
Talk about it.
It's one of those things where it's a true story. I mean, they all true
Okay.
stories, but they like this one. I'm not like I'm leaning less upon exaggeration and less.
Hmm.
And I don't mean exaggerating. What I mean by like I'm not changing any characters
Hmm.
or sweetening or making it a little more. I'm just this is just is what it is. Um, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I see that. That's the art of storytelling. So, with that being said, what else you got coming up? Like with anything else? Future projects? Anything else? What's up?
Nah, yeah, definitely. So like Just Cause 2, Volume 2 is going to drop. Like honestly, it's ready to go if I decide to press go for winter right
Hmm.
now. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. Like right now, if I decide to press go, I think we can have a release around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's a month.
That's what
Hmm.
I'm saying. I'm dead. It's like that, Gotti. Like I'm
Okay.
like, but like, I don't like. I think I want to wait because, like you said, visuals and stuff like that, and like I still want to. I'm just now, even myself, getting into just because there's certain shit that I'm like, I'm tapping into where I'm like, damn, I really did that, or I really it was because I try to test myself in certain shit. So like in certain songs, I'm catching it, and I'm like, I could do this better, or I want to do this part better, and
Yeah,
shit like that.
definitely. I can
which is
definitely dig it.
everything in every project.
Yeah. Hmm.
But
Definitely for
but
sure.
also thank you though. You know what I'm saying for helping coexist for helping an executive producer project. Appreciate you on that one.
You
Appreciate you
already
on the
know.
hookup with GP.
You already
Um,
know. That's
you
what
know what
I'm
I'm
here
saying?
for, man. I'm here pause to make the magic happen. You know what I'm saying? Any way I
Mhm.
can, you know. You know what I'm saying? So tell them again where they can follow you at, where they can find
Like
the music at. And he got other records on there, definitely. What's your top five? Oh, no, he probably ain't gonna be able to answer this one. What's your top five favorite records you've done for yourself? So that way people could okay, I scratched that. What's your top five records if people was to get an introduction into Proven's music that you would tell them to go listen to first?
okay. I would say definitely you gotta hear Talk About Me. It's old. It's an old record. That's super old. But actually, nah, we're not even gonna start back that far. Let's take it here. You gotta hear Notice. I feel like you gotta hear Vent. Even Vent is an old record, but even though I said I wasn't gonna go back.
Yeah, I'm about to say like, what the
Nah,
fuck?
we not. I'm sorry. So we're not gonna do that. We're not. So we doing within the past. Let's
All right,
say
give us
6 years.
5, man.
Let's do the past.
Okay, within the past
I
6
don't know.
years.
All right, past 6 years. I say Notice, um, Dump, um, fucking. I mean, shit. Just go listen to this right here. Don't go
This
listen to
nigga
this right
copped
here.
out. This nigga copped out.
Go listen to Just Cause. My top 5 is Dump, Relapse, Gon' Be, Love You, and Juice Daddy. Go listen to those 5.
Those are his top 5 on Just Cause, y'all. I would appreciate it.
No,
Proof
those
of
are my
you know what
top
I'm
5,
saying?
period. Nigga, go listen to that.
I will prove you already know. Appreciate you for stepping out of the co-host role and being the interviewee. You
Shit,
know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
you.
Everybody, make sure y'all go get y'all listen to the Just Cause or whatever streaming platform you're on, because it's all of them. Even the other records that he was telling you should listen to, but did not listen to, but listen to. They all on there too as well.
Go listen to
Make
all
sure you,
my shit. Just go in there and
yeah,
press play and you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
let the shit play out. Cause
absolutely,
that
definitely.
Superstar the Prefix is crazy. No, you know what? Go listen to Superstar the Prefix first
You got
before you hear anything.
2359, Smoking Mirrors.
No, go listen to Superstar the Prefix first, and
You
then
got
tap
all you
into
got
me.
all the value. No, what is the other ones? The ones with where you
Not
got the
delivered.
mix of the the not
The not
delivered.
delivered. The
You
shits
know what
that
I'm
ain't
saying?
the
Yeah,
shits that ain't really
definitely.
come out.
Yeah,
Just
hell
need to
yeah,
put them out.
hell
All
yeah.
right,
But
man.
anyway, y'all make sure y'all
Appreciate
like
your
and
time.
subscribe. You already
Yes.
know. Like and
Yeah.
subscribe to the Broken Mute Button Network. What's the format? We love y'all, and you already know. Holler at us in the comments. Let us know what you think about the show. We appreciate all of y'all. Proof.
11-11.
You already know. We out of here.
Horsepower, I digress, this ain't the podcast. The format is kicking y'all ass. I'm finna dive back. Thought about it, but hell nah, we ain't gon' pause that. We're not with it.